Ladies and gentlemen, welcome you guys to the episode 3 of the Elevation Room podcast. We're super excited to talk about what we have today. We're excited you guys are tuning in. And boys, today we have a super, good topic to talk about, I would say. Today we want to talk about with you guys why you need to be fit as a young man. Now, before we get into all the topic and all that, I want to catch up with these guys. So, guys, how was your week? What's new with you guys?
All right, nice. Feels good to be back in business here, baby. Morgan, thanks for the introduction. Excited to talk about this topic, why you need to be fit as a young man in today's day and age. But yeah, the past week has been good, man. Things that have been going on in my life, obviously sticking to the gym, getting some crazy workouts in. I feel really good right now. I don't know what it is. Like, ever since I got back from my solo travel, my motivation in the gym has been crazy. And it's so weird because I'm progressing so much right now. Like, my strength's just been going up. I've been lifting heavy. I've been looking good, feeling confident. So things have been good as far as health and fitness goes. On top of that, I have my first ever race tomorrow morning. So I got the Toronto Waterfront 5K tomorrow morning. So I'm ready to rock with that. Training's been good. I'm excited to go. Tomorrow morning, I'm just going to go straight up balls to the wall.
Just sprint it.
Yeah, it's either I hit a PR or I end up in the ER. So I'm about to go crazy for that.
Less.
I like it.
Really excited for that. I got to get some good rest today. I got to go downtown today, actually pick up my my race kit. So I think maybe they got like a shirt and like a bib or whatever. So yeah, that's happening tomorrow. And then one other positive thing that's happened in my life these last couple weeks. Well, there's been a couple, but just 2 days ago on social media, I hit my 500th post on social media.
Yes, sir.
So I posted over 500 videos at this point now on my personal brand. And I'm very proud of that because I've been consistent for over a year now. And it's led to me posting over 500 times. And the way I look at it, like I said, I made a video about this, but the way I look at it is it's just another brick in the wall to build something worthwhile, to build something meaningful. So each post is just another brick in the wall to build something that will last forever. And then lastly, I just want to say, talking to the boys here too, I'm not gonna lie, like a couple weekends ago, there was a big event going on and I got a little ahead of myself. I drank way too much. So I just want to tell you guys, because I don't know if I've told you guys this yet, but at this point right now, until the end of the year, I'm committing to sobriety.
Damn.
So I'm very proud to say that right now.
Gotta clap it up for this guy.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So yeah, it may sound weird, 21-year-old man committing to sobriety. I'm not saying I'm never gonna have a drink again the rest of my life, but I'm saying right now, until the end of the year, we're in October right now. I'm committing to sobriety. I'm not drinking on Halloween. I'm committing to my sobriety, locking in, focusing on my health, my wealth, my brand. So yeah, those are just some things that are going on in my life right now.
It's calm. That's cool.
I'll pass it over to you, Ollie. How you been doing?
No, I'm good. I'm super happy to be back on the pod, back here with the boys. But I have another good episode. And this week it's just been, I'm on a reading week right now from school, so I've had a bit of time off and stuff. So just trying to catch up, get my sleep schedule back on track, get my workouts back on track, and just just been having fun with the boys. We've been playing football here and there. That's been fun, throwing the ball around. And it just feels like, I don't know, it brings me back to the old days when we were back in high school and stuff. So I've been really enjoying that. But as far as work goes and stuff like that, I think, honestly, I've been feeling a bit of burnout these past couple weeks, or maybe even just this week. Like, I've been grinding pretty hard this whole year with work, so I've just been at a point now where I'm just like, I don't want to work at all. But I feel like every person who's grinding and working gets to a point like that, and this is just a point where you got to keep pushing through. And these are the times that make people good, so make people the best version of themselves. So I'm just gonna keep striving, keep pushing towards that, and I'm happy to be back, happy to keep grinding, and happy to see another podcast. Mo, what about you?
Honestly, I've been pretty good. Nothing really new with me. I had 2 tests for school this week. Just pretty much studying for that. Been in the gym, of course, obviously. Always in there. Gym, work, school, the same old stuff. Nothing really new with me. Same old routine. But I've been good overall. My reading week, my week off of school, starts after next week, so like the 25th or 6th. So I'm just itching for that to come. I can't wait to just have a week off of school. But other than that, I mean, I've been pretty good, living life, doing what needs to be done.
Nice.
You got any big plans for the reading week, Mo?
Honestly, no, just chill. Yeah,
chilling?
just chilling. Yeah. Chill
Nice.
week.
Calm. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Cool, guys. And also, just want to say once again, just as far as this podcast goes, like these two guys are my two best friends here. So we're on episode 3 now. I just want to say it's really cool that, I'm able to build something with my two best friends. And we're really happy that we have this platform. And we're really happy that people are, taking the time out of their day to listen, right? Like, we're very surprised the amount of views, like, the first 2 episodes got on YouTube.
Yeah.
On top of that, like, just the clips that are rolling out on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, short form content goes, like, we're getting a lot of good views and a lot of people are liking our stuff. So thank you guys for tuning into the last 2 episodes. If this is your first time here, I hope you guys enjoy. Like Morgan said, we have a pretty good topic today.
Yes, sir.
An interesting topic today.
Yeah, very interesting. And we also have some controversial questions that relate to this topic as well.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be fun to watch.
There's going to be
for the
some good
viewers,
topic of discussion going on today. But
Hope you're ready.
yeah, you guys hope you're ready. Hopefully we don't get canceled. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But yeah, without further ado, would you guys like to get started with the questions that we got here?
Let's do it.
Cool. Let's do it. Okay. So I got the questions written down here. Morgan's got a couple over there. Ollie's also got some as well. The first question of this episode, why you need to be fit as a young man, is going to be, do you think fitness is the ultimate investment with the most ROI?
Yeah. But should I go first, or who wants to?
Go for it.
You can go first. Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Okay. So just read the question one more time, Nate.
Okay. Do you think fitness is the ultimate investment with the most ROI? Like, do you think
Yeah.
investing into your health and fitness
We'll give you the biggest return.
will give you the biggest return? Is it the most important investment that you can make in your life?
Okay. Yeah. So first of all, I think health is the most important aspect of life. If you don't have health, you have nothing, like we've talked about on other podcasts. But I do think health and fitness has the highest return on investment, because in the gym, you get exactly what you put in, you get out. So the more you show up in the gym, the more you're going to see on progress and everything like that. So I honestly think, so it says the most, right? Is it the most? Does it give you the most return on investment?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think,
Like, do you think being fit and healthy gives you the biggest benefit compared to any other investment that you make into your life?
okay, I think it is.
As far as like not only vanity, but like mental state,
Yeah.
all of that. You know what I mean?
I think, yes, I think it does give you the highest return on investment, just because it gives you an unbreakable mindset. It teaches you discipline. It teaches you all these benefits that you can take to the outside world, not even just in the fitness realm. It gives you obviously a great appearance, a confident appearance. I think it overall upgrades your life in every single aspect. It's not like you're just getting one sort of return on investment. You're getting return on so many other investments like that you're in your life with. Like, for example, like confidence, discipline, which we're going to dive deeper into on other questions. But I think, yes, investing in yourself and in the gym and working out has the highest return on investment. What do you guys have to say?
Nice.
Honestly, I would completely agree. I mean, most other investments for the most part are like one dimensional, like you mentioned. Like, let's say you invest money, like you're gonna get money back.
Mhm.
But if you invest into your physique, into your fitness, into your health, you're getting everything. Like it opens up opportunities to potentially make money. You're just gonna overall feel better. You're just gonna overall just want to attack every day. I mean, like we mentioned in previous episodes, like, if you don't have your health, you have nothing, guys. If you don't have your health, you have nothing. I don't care how much money you have, what car you drive, where you live, any of that. If you don't have your health, you can't have any of that. And all of the discipline, all of the hard work that goes into having a great physique is what makes it the best investment. It's not necessarily how you look. It's more about the habits that you build to end up looking that way. I would say that overall, just being in shape, there's no better investment. You just feel good. You just want to attack every day. I mean, overall, to sum it up quickly, like it's the best investment, and that's pretty much what I have to say for that. Nate, what do you think?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you guys both made great points. As far as, do I think fitness is the ultimate investment, the best investment you make? 100%. Investing into your health and fitness is the most important investment that you can ever make in your life. Because when you invest in your health and fitness, it pours into pretty much every other aspect of your life. So, for example, just being fit and healthy in general, it will allow you to have longevity, to live longer. It would allow you to set an example for your loved ones and your friends, right? Being fit and healthy. If I'm a father that's fit and healthy, I'm setting an example for my son, right? If Morgan's in the gym getting jacked and I'm seeing Morgan doing this and he's becoming the most confident version of myself and I'm sitting here not in the gym, I'm going to see my best friend doing it and I'm going to want to do it as well. And I can speak on this because we've actually had an experience like this recently. So Ollie started running earlier in the year, January 2025, right at the start of the year. And I got into running shortly after that because Ollie kind of inspired me to start running. Once I got into running, I started talking with some of my other friends from work and stuff about running because they're more hardcore about it. And I created like a run club on Strava where we had our whole friend group in the run club and we were all running, holding each other accountable. So that's just another example of that. If you set a good example, the people that you surround yourself with will then follow. But yeah, there's no negative to investing in your health and fitness, right? Like Ollie said, you only get one life. And if you're living your life unhealthy, it's going to hinder everything that you do in your life. Being healthy can only benefit you as far as your confidence levels go, as far as working on a business, your determination, your delayed gratification systems in your brain. You're going to be able to do those harder things because you show up in the gym and do those hard things every single day, either way. And I think I talked about this in the first episode, actually. Morgan said it as well. Ollie said it too. If you don't have your health, you have nothing, right? You could have all the vanity in the world. You could have a supercar. You could have a great relationship with your family, with your wife. God forbid if you end up in the hospital, all that stuff can be taken away in a second, right? That's all it gets. Our lives are so precious. Our lives are so fragile. That's why it's important to take care of yourself and prioritize your health and fitness. On top of that, just being fit and healthy, looking good, you feel good. You feel good all the time. The endorphin rushes that you get from working out, driving home from the gym after a good workout on a nice summer day, you feel like the most confident version of yourself, right? And I don't think anything else in my life can give me that natural high rather than working on myself and prioritizing my health and fitness. I think health and fitness is the only thing in life that can truly make you feel like Superman, you know? Just being that confident version of yourself, looking at what you built in the mirror. And I think for sure, fitness is 100% the ultimate investment that you can make, and you get the biggest return on investment out of any investment you can make in your life. So, yeah, that's what I would say. I think it's the best investment you can make, investing in yourself.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Agreed too, yeah. I want to touch on one thing that you mentioned about like setting the standard and like inspiring others, because like it's actually crazy what like sort of like the competitive nature you have with your friends and stuff like that can do for people. Because like remember Morgan, that one time like we'd have the run club, right? And we'd each like try and like beat each other for the most kilometers in the week. And I remember one time Nate was like up like I think he was up to like 20 kilometers and we hadn't clocked in a single run the entire week. So me, Mo, and our other friend Mario, we went to this track at like it was late, bro. Remember?
Yeah.
It was like, and we were just sprinting laps like around the track, like trying to catch up on the Strava. It was like, it's just crazy what like that like competitive nature can do for someone, and like we're all benefiting from it too. You know what I mean? So like, it's just like it's really good to have that kind of circle around you and just set the standard for the people around you, and it just makes it a lot of fun too. So
Yeah.
yeah,
It's a healthy competition that ties into our brotherhood, right?
yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like, you know, I love my brothers and I only want to see them succeed. So if I can work hard, work my ass off in the gym, I can work hard, go for these runs and set a good example. And if these guys will start following that example, or all follow their example for whatever they do, then we're all benefiting, we're all elevating each other at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yes,
mean?
sir.
And like, I just want to say, you know, I don't want to brag or anything, but I remember winning that week as far as kilometers go. So I feel pretty good about that. I remember Mo gave me a run for my money though. Like I remember I had to put in those extra kilometers because Mo was like, he was on my ass, bro. That boy was running.
That's exactly what we're talking about, though, right? Like the fact that like we're like pushing each other. You know what I mean? Like that's the beauty of it, right? Like
Yeah.
just pushing each other to do more. You know, like there's no easy days. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
have to work for that win on that week. So
I remember there was one other time when like because I'm super inconsistent when it comes to running, but these guys were more consistent during that time. So like there was one time I went for like a 20-kilometer run, like, and I remember like I thought I was gonna win the week, but I was gonna be like, okay, like I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna keep running like the other days too to like try and set like a crazy PR. But I did that one run and I couldn't walk for a week straight. So
Yeah.
so like yeah, it was just like something
That's how it
stupid that I
is.
did, but it was fun to compete with the boys. So
Yeah.
yeah.
sir,
Yeah. It's just about having that healthy competition
for sure.
to raise the standards with everyone that surrounds you. And that's a good thing that we do, right? We set those standards
Yeah.
and we have that healthy competition.
Yes, sir.
That's good. So do you guys want to touch up on anything else regarding this first question as far as fitness being the ultimate investment? Or did we kind of touch on all the pillars already, you guys think?
I think we touched a decent amount of the pillars for sure.
I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we got our point across. So yeah, just to sum up that question, if you're not in the gym as a young man, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Fitness is the best investment, period.
And when I say in the gym, no, you don't need to just be in the gym lifting weights like Ronnie Coleman. As far as in the gym, I'm referring to just being healthy in general. You know, going for runs, having an active lifestyle, maybe learning a martial art, playing a sport, whatever it is for you, whatever can keep you accountable and keep you healthy in your life. If you're a young man and you're not prioritizing these things, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? You have one life. Start acting like you have one life, right?
Yeah.
If you want longevity, want to live a long and healthy life, then you got to prioritize your health.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like I'm not even in the gym like that. Like I want to be more consistent in the gym, but I'm doing other things like running and like just doing like body weight workouts like pretty much every day just to keep myself locked in. And I'm not even really in the gym like that, but I'm trying to work towards being more consistent in the gym too. So
Yeah, we all have our own ways that we
yeah.
prioritize our health, right? Like you have an active lifestyle, you're going for runs, you're doing body weight stuff. Me personally, I'm more in the gym training as more of a bodybuilder,
Yeah.
and I'm still going for runs, kind of like a hybrid approach. And also I'm playing sports too, right? Like I love sports,
Yeah.
played them my whole life. Just staying fit, staying capable
Yeah.
in my life, and just being confident.
Capable.
Yeah.
Just
I like
being
that.
just being active too. Like it's yeah.
Like, yeah, like for an example, like if you're not physically fit, you will genuinely miss out on some things in life.
For sure.
for real.
Right? Like I'm gonna use like the littlest examples. But like when me and Ollie were in Italy, we went on a crazy 6-hour hike and we had to walk up thousands of sets of stairs. But at the end of that hike, we had the most beautiful view that we've ever seen. Like we were in Positano on the Amalfi Coast and we had a view of like, bro, the view was picture perfect. Like it was like something I've seen in movies, and we would have never been able to get that view if we were unhealthy.
For real, yeah. Like, And anybody who's not physically fit could not complete that hike for sure.
Yeah, like we're fit guys, we're active guys, and we were dying.
Yeah.
So if you're not in the slightest bit fit or capable, then you wouldn't have been able to see that view. So if you're not fit, you're gonna be missing out on things in your life.
Yeah, even like just enjoying like sports with your friends. Like if you're not like if you can't run, like if you can't run and catch a ball, like you can't play football. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You can't run routes. Like you can't.
Like if we're doing ball runs with the boys and like you're just like a liability on defense, you're a pylon, like
Yeah,
no
like-
one's gonna want to play with you.
No.
And like you're gonna get dropped. Like
Yeah.
let's
Yeah,
be
you're,
real.
yeah, you're gonna get dropped. You're gonna get,
Just gonna get
ISO'd.
humiliated. You know what I mean?
You're gonna
Like,
get ISO'd. You're gonna get humiliated. Like God forbid. Hopefully, like a lady's not watching you play because I bet you that would be an ick for her. Like,
for real, man.
It's gotta be.
but even like I'm gonna give the stupidest example right now for why you need to be fit because you'll miss out on things in life. So when we were kids, we have this hockey rink in our neighborhood, and we'd go and play hockey, right? And I don't want to incriminate ourselves, but there's a little bit of a fence because the rink closes at night, right? At like 10 p.m. So we would go after that to play. So we'd have a ice all to ourselves. And you have to hop a little bit of a fence. And I know some guys that couldn't hop that fence, so they would miss out on playing hockey with their friends.
Or they'd leave the rink with a huge rip in their pants.
Yeah, so it's just little things, man. I mean, when you're a father, if you're not physically fit, how are you gonna play catch with your son? How are you gonna,
Even setting an example for your son too. Like, do you really think your son's gonna be physically fit if you're not? Like, that's gonna play a huge impact on their fitness journey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sure.
Like when I have a daughter, like I want to be the coach of her soccer team. You know what I mean? I want to be like doing the drills to show like my kids on the team like how to do the drill. You know, I want to be the guy that can lead by example in that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Sure, yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. Okay. I think we dove into that.
We
that
strayed a
question
little bit
pretty
off topic,
deep.
Yeah.
but that was good.
That was
funny.
good. So we're gonna go ahead dive into the second question that we have here. The second question is a good question as well because it also relates to the stuff that we talked about in this first question. How does confidence that you gain from the gym change the way you show up in every other aspect of your life? Essentially, how does the confidence that you've gained from prioritizing your health and fitness change the way you do things in your life or change the way you approach things in your life?
All right, Mo, you want to hit this one first?
Sure, yeah. I would just say that, I mean, how you do one thing is how you do everything. Obviously, that doesn't necessarily relate to confidence, but if you show up to the gym, you show up to your workouts, you show up to your healthy habits, and you complete them, you know, you're doing them well, how you do that is going to translate to everything else in life. Your business, your grades, your family life, your relationship, your friends' life. The effort you put into that working out, that health, that fitness is going to translate everywhere else. And I would just say overall, you know, look good, feel good, right? We all know that. When you have a fresh haircut, when you look good, you're in shape, you feel good, and it translates into everything you do. Whether that's talking to somebody random on the street, whether that's presenting in front of your class, whether that's asking a girl on a date, whether that's going on a date, whether that's talking to your family, I would say that fitness, that being in shape, that overall habit of just knowing you can show up and do something when you want to do it, when you don't want to do it, when you're tired, when you're happy, when you're mad, when you're sad, that overall translates into how you do everything. When I'm happy, when I'm not happy, when I'm not, you know, in the mood to study, I'm still going to study because I know that I can do it when I want to work out, right? And then overall, that just translates into everything you do, and everything you do will overall just naturally have a better outcome. When you don't have a main pillar in your life that, you know, you have to do to keep you in shape, to keep you happy, it's hard to do anything else to keep you happy or to just be in routine. You're not going to want to go to work. You're going to call work off. You're going to, you know, want to stay up late, just do overall bad things. I would say when you're in shape, it gives you a foundation of what needs to be done. So for me, for instance, when I just wake up, I'm so tired. I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to go for a run. I don't want to eat healthy. But then I do it anyway. Man, it feels so good just the rest of the day knowing bro, I did not want to go to the gym. I didn't want to run, but I went and I killed it. And 10 times out of 10, anytime you go to the gym or work out, go for a run, and you didn't want to do it, we all know that feeling after. It's like, thank God I went. Like,
Supreme confidence.
exactly. You just
Yeah.
feel so good. You just want to attack everything else. It's like, okay, I did that. I can do this. I can study. I can go see my friends. I can do whatever I need to do. So I would say overall, obviously it starts with actually being in shape and being fit. But if you're consistent with that, it overall translates to everything you do in life, and it just elevates your life in general. It makes you want to do things that you wouldn't necessarily want to do if you weren't in shape. Like even for me, we might dive into this a bit later, but for me, like early this year, March, April time, I was like super confident. I was preparing to do sales, and I was literally approaching people every day. I'm like 2 people a day I'm gonna approach, and it's made connections that, you know, I still talk to today, right? But if I wasn't even in the gym in general, that would have never happened. So I would say that how you do one thing is how you do everything. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. That was very well said. I think for me personally, because I have like I have ADHD, so the positive dopamine cycle is so important in my day. Like I have to start my day with something positive, or else I'll just spiral out of control and I'll just be unproductive. So I think working out and having like a good diet, being physically active is a great start to that cycle for me. Because as soon as I start like doing one thing positive, like working out, for example, it'll kind of snowball in the rest of my day, and I'll continue into a positive cycle, and I'll continue to achieve my goals and just like be productive throughout the entire day. So I think the work that I put in the morning, just to work out or to have my shake or just start off the day on a positive note, severely impacts the entire rest of my day. And like Morgan said too, the work you put in the gym is the work you're gonna put into everything else. Like like when you're in the gym and you're working hard, you're pushing the weight, you're not slacking off on sets, you're not like doom scrolling. I mean, some people do that, but you're not doom scrolling in between sets and stuff like that. Like it just kind of like it kind of starts that negative dopamine cycle, and it becomes like just like kind of like a lazy habit. But I think the work you put in the gym is the work you put into everything else, like what Morgan said, and that's true in every aspect of life. Like we're gonna touch on a more social topic after this, but I think like even as like a mindset social aspect comes, it overall improves everything. We'll touch on that. We'll touch on the social stuff more later. But Nate, what do you have to say?
Yeah, great points by both you guys. How does confidence that you gain from the gym change the way that you show up in every other aspect of your life? When I first heard this question, I automatically thought last year, before work, I would actually work out before work. I'd go to the gym in the morning before my shift, and it would be a great way that I would start my day, because I'd go into the gym, have a great workout, push some heavy weight, and then I'd show up to work feeling so energized and feeling so confident. You know, I'd have a little bit of a pump. I'd be looking good, feeling good. And it had me thinking that the reason I was feeling this way is because us as humans, we gain confidence from doing hard things. Even though to me, like, I love the gym is not a chore for me. Like, this is something that's mandatory in my life. It's still something that I gain confidence from every single day. Just showing up for myself every single day, that's how I get confidence. And I really felt that effect when I would work out before work, and then I'd go to work just feeling great. And in the back of my mind, I was like, okay, I got my workout done for the day. You know, I got the hard part of my day done. Now I can go to work and it's smooth sailing from there. So that's one direct relation I can make to this question. The fact that I would work out before work and it would just totally have a positive impact on the rest of my day. On top of that, like, just thinking back into my life and thinking to the confidence that I have now as a man, when I was younger, I was the kid that was scared to take my shirt off at the pool. Like, genuinely, like, I grew up a chubby kid, and I was always self-conscious about the way that I looked. I had people, you know, like, grabbing my tits from my shirt and stuff, and I was very self-conscious about my image. And the gym has completely changed my life in this aspect, because like now I'm just so comfortable and so confident in my body. I literally can put myself out there now, you know, just like having this podcast now, posting videos on social media. Like I really don't care, because I'm the most confident version of myself, and I'm so secure as a man right now. And I would never be this secure if I didn't have the gym in my life, if I wasn't working on myself, building a body that I'm proud of. And now, like, I'm so confident that I'm not that kid anymore that was insecure to take his shirt off at the pool, you know? Like, I'm proud to show off, like, what I've worked for. So that directly affects my confidence. Just working out, it's an example of how it directly affects me confidence-wise. But yeah, like I said, just showing up for yourself every single day. It's just something in your life that you can be consistent with. Just going to the gym, showing up for yourself, working on yourself. I know Alex Hormozy says this, but he says confidence is having undeniable proof, a stack of undeniable proof that you are who you say you are. So you just working out in the gym and getting those reps in is another stack of that proof, and it's another way that allows you to be confident. But yeah, it really does affect every aspect of your life, right? Like I said, putting yourself out there, you know, just being confident at your job, like I touched on earlier, being energetic, conversations with people. It, you know, gets rid of anxiety. And just going back to the first question, it just shows proof that fitness is the best investment you can make, because confidence, in my opinion, is one of the most important things to have in life. If you don't have confidence, if you have low confidence, you're going to go nowhere, realistically.
For sure.
And having the gym and prioritizing your health and fitness to work on that confidence is probably the best way you can do it. And it's the first step that I took to gain my confidence, and health and fitness completely changed my life. Seriously. So yeah, that's what I would say. I think the confidence that you gain from the gym definitely shows up in every aspect of your life.
For sure, yeah. Yeah, and like one thing that I want to add on to the you said was like how you mentioned like people were like grabbing you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I didn't mean to laugh, but like just like the way you said it, like I thought it was funny. But no, like
It is funny looking back though.
Like yeah,
obviously,
yeah.
like,
No, it's actually not funny. Like it's like because
Well, I mean-
I used to be insecure too though. Like I would always wear like super baggy hoodies because I was always the skinny kid, right? Like I didn't want people to see how skinny I was. Like I always wanted to be like portrayed as bigger than I always was. But like now that I'm active and working out and I've gotten stronger, like I'm not scared to wear like a t-shirt or anything, right? Like I've always been the one guy who'd wear the baggy hoodie and stuff to try and hide myself. But now that I'm more confident with my body, I'm able to like it was never really that bad for me, but like I know some people probably had it worse, but like it was always just kind of like body dysmorphia, right? Like I would always think I'm like so skinny and like just scared to wear a t-shirt, and like I always wanted to be able to fill out a t-shirt and stuff like that. And I think I'm getting to a point where I can like walk around and be fully confident in my body because of working out.
for sure.
Yeah. It's actually crazy both of you guys say that, because I was the same too. Like, literally, like, whole life, like, at least up until high school, like, mans would, like, grab my tits too, like, titty flip, like.
Flapjack.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. Trust me. I mean,
It's funny looking back, but, like,
No, it's actually like
it's
sad though. Like,
it,
you know
low
what I
key,
mean? Like,
but, like.
because like it's like funny, but like it's also like oh like
Yeah.
that happened.
it is
Yeah.
sad, but I mean, everything that's happened in your life built you into the man that you are today, right?
Yeah.
So maybe that form of bullying, like, I'm speaking for myself. I was never bullied. I was always, you know, my friend groups were always popular, stuff like that. Like, you know, when kids grab your tits, I wouldn't call it bullying, but, you know, it definitely affects you mentally. Because I remember as a kid just being insecure about it. And I feel like having that effect mentally is detrimental for the development that I've had as a man today, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe I am the man today because of the stuff that I went through as far as body dysmorphia and insecurity as a kid. You know, when I was a kid, I spoke about this before in a YouTube video, but when I was a kid, I was always obsessed with like superheroes. Like I love like Marvel, and my favorite superhero was the Hulk. And looking back now, I think the reason that I was obsessed with these superheroes is because I wanted to like be like them. I wanted to like look like them.
Bro, I agree with that too, because
Yeah.
I'm the same way.
I was obsessed with the Hulk. Like I had like the action figures when I was and I'm talking young kid. When I was like 4 years old, I had all these Hulk action figures. And like looking back now, it's because I wanted to be the Hulk, you know? I wanted to be this big macho brolic guy. And you know, obviously I don't look like the Hulk right now. But I'm confident to say that, you know, just being in the gym for years, I'm pretty like fit. I'm pretty jacked right now, and
Yeah.
you know I'm very confident in my body now. So
Yeah, it's funny you say that too, because like when I was a kid, I always loved Spider-Man, right? And like I always wanted to be Spider-Man, and like it's probably like it's funny that we turned out the way we did, like aesthetics wise, because I don't know, maybe because I was a skinny kid, I wanted to be Spider-Man.
Peter
like,
Parker?
I just like I don't know what it was like I like just like how you like the Hulk. I just loved Spider-Man, and I wanted to look like him so bad. And,
Yeah.
like, it's just funny, like yeah.
that's funny.
What about you, Mo?
Honestly, I was always the biggest Iron Man fan.
Oh yeah.
I don't know where it comes from. Like, he's not muscular. He's not like he doesn't really have any powers. But I guess it's just the suit that I liked about him. I don't
Yeah.
know. I just like Tony Stark. Like
That's
he's
cool,
just
yeah.
he's a personable guy.
Yeah.
So I guess that's where it came from for me. Like just being personable.
Yeah.
It wasn't so much the physical. It was more about like the personal side of it.
So you gravitated more to like the charismatic
Yeah.
effects.
Because he was kind of like a leader, kind of. You know, he had the charm.
Yeah.
He had the slick speaking. So I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, like this guy's slick. You know.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So we were all definitely influenced
Yeah.
by the things that we looked up to growing up,
For sure.
which is cool like to have this conversation now because now we can unravel these things,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's really cool. Awesome. So do you guys want to touch up on anything else regarding this question or you want to move on to the next?
Honestly, real quick, I just want to say that
Yeah.
even though, you know, we got made fun of growing up, but it was never like bullying. It was always by our friends. But I feel like I'm so grateful that it happened because I feel like for me personally, like one day I just got so pissed. I'm like, okay, enough is enough. And I just started
Yeah.
working out. So if that never have happened, if no one was ever bothering me about how I looked, I probably wouldn't have changed. You know what I mean? I would have just been happy with how I felt, how I looked. And who knows, maybe I wouldn't have never been like, okay, I need to work out.
Mhm.
And you brought up a good point too, because of the fact you're in shape, you look good, you feel good, it just makes you want to just, you know, like do stuff. Like I don't care like about any hate comments. I don't care to post. I don't care to do any of that, right? And I think that solely comes from the fact that I work out. It solely comes from the fact that I'm confident in the way I look and the way I feel, right? That's why people that tend to not work out or not be in shape tend to be less likely to do stuff that's outside of their comfort zone because they're not comfortable with the way that they necessarily look or feel. That's just what I think about it.
Yeah. I really agree with you as far as, you know, the bullying that I had when I was a kid. It wasn't really bullying, but, you know, people grabbing my tits, calling me fat, me being insecure to take my shirt off in the pool.
Yeah.
These were all things that I had in the back of my mind when I started my fitness journey. When I started transforming myself, when I was going into a mental state during my workouts, just going into that, you know, they call it the dark place. You know, I'm not Batman, don't worry. But this is just something, these are the thoughts that I had in the back of my mind while I was transforming my body. I was thinking about all the times where people were making fun of me because of the way that I looked growing up.
Yeah.
And I used that emotion to transform myself in the gym. And it's so cool now that as a man and after I've built a physique that I'm so proud of, just to look back and see how far I've came. And it's so important to remember why you started. And just, you know, having this conversation now, it really makes me look back and remember why I started. I remember I started because I was insecure. I wanted to change myself for the better. And like I said, it's completely changed my life for the better. Yeah.
Yes, sir. That's good.
And like Morgan said too, you know, it gives me the confidence to put myself out there,
Yeah.
right? Like having this podcast, you know, if we get any hate comments, even on my personal brand, if I get any hate comments, like I really could care less because you're never going to see a hater doing better than you,
Exactly. Never.
right? Like if there's one hater that I see that has a better physique than me or, you know, is more successful than me, maybe I'll take the comment to heart. But as far as the comments that we're getting right now, I've never seen one that's doing better than me.
Nope.
So, yeah, cool guys. You guys
Yeah.
want to move over to the next question?
Yes, sir.
Mo, I think you have a question to have for us.
Yep.
Cool.
All right. So, question number 3 that we want to go over is do fit men benefit from gaining more respect in a social setting? Do fit men benefit from getting more respect in a social setting? So, overall, like if you're fit, if you're in a social setting, you know, maybe a party, family gathering, school, wherever you are, do you gain more from being fit, or is it less? Is it equal? What do you guys think?
Okay, I can answer this. So whether you like it or not, being fit matters. If you see somebody fit on the street or in public, I think subconsciously or maybe even consciously, you're automatically going to respect that person more because you know that that person respects themselves. And I'm going to use a funny example. I don't know if you guys know Andy Elliott. He's like a sales guy online. He's a very successful sales guy, but he has a team of salespeople. And I think this is a little extreme. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if I would go this far. But one of the rules to be on Andy Elliott's sales team is you have to have a six-pack. I don't know if you guys have seen this before.
No, I haven't.
But when he's having seminars, he'll call people on his team up to the stage, and he'll be like, take your shirt off. And then these guys will take their shirts off, and, you know, there will be flabs. And he'll basically, like, ridicule them in front of everyone in the crowd, which is insane.
That's crazy.
Now, I think this is a very extreme thing to do from Andy Elliott. However, I do understand an angle that he's coming from. Because, for example, if you want to buy something, right? Let's talk about, you know, if you're selling a car. If I'm looking for a car and the guy that's trying to sell me the car is, you know, out of shape, low energy, low confidence, I'm less inclined to buy a car from that guy rather than if I was buying a car from a guy that's in great shape, high confidence, high energy, because that guy respects himself. That guy invests in himself. If you're not going to invest in yourself, why should I, as a buyer, invest in you? Right?
For sure.
So that's just an extreme example that I know from Andy Elliott, which is kind of hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's comedy that he does that.
That's crazy. But that's like shock therapy.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. But other than that, just gaining respect. As a man, people are gonna respect you if you're physically in shape. Other men will respect you if you have a solid physique, right? Because other men know how hard it is to obtain this physique, right? If I see a guy with a crazy physique, I automatically give that guy respect because I know how many years and how much discipline it takes to get there. As far as ladies as well giving you respect, I mean, a lady's gonna probably give you more respect if you're in shape because there's the factor of you being able to protect them. There's the factor of natural selection. A woman's probably gonna wanna have a relationship with you because as far as natural selection goes, like genetics and having children, that lady would probably want their children to be strong and big as well, just like yourself. So I think subconsciously you gain more respect from being fit than you do consciously. But you still gain more respect consciously as well. People will always respect a fit person. And that's just another reason why investing in your health is the best thing you can do.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Pass it over to you guys now.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I completely agree with that too. I think that like for example, like a lot of people that I admire in my life are like athletes and stuff like that because they do stuff that I like can't really do. And I just think it's so cool that like they're like in shape and just like stepping out of their comfort zone, getting in shape. Like that's the stuff I admire too because I strive to be like that as well. And okay, can I see the question one more time?
Yeah, I'll ask it.
Yeah.
Do fit men benefit and gain more respect in social settings?
Yeah. So I'm gonna look at this from like a social business point of view as well. Like say for networking, for example, if you go to like a networking event, at least me personally, I'm probably gonna gravitate towards the people who are more fit because they respect themselves, like what Nate said. It's almost like being fit. It's like just like an attribute you have that like stands out to other people. It's kind of like having like a Rolex on your wrist, but it's like another like aspect. You know what I mean? Like if somebody's in shape, I'm gonna go approach them and ask them. And it's even like a good conversation starter as well. Like, oh, like, do you hit the gym? Like, do you work out? This and that. It's just, it's just a respect thing. I feel like I will respect somebody who's in shape just off face value more than someone who's not. It's just kind of natural for me to do that. I don't know if that's a bad thing or not, but I feel like it's just kind of natural. But yeah, I think, and as far as you go, like the relationship thing as well, I agree, but then I kind of disagree as well. I agree from the face value standpoint, a woman's obviously going to be attracted to the person who's more jacked or more in shape. But then like when you get more like into like the psychological part and you get to know someone's personality, I think that's kind of like just by playing like devil's advocate, that's kind of like something that someone can be more attracted to as well. But just by face value, I think having that initial physique and just being healthy and fit is definitely will benefit you more in a social setting than not being physically fit.
Yeah, I
What do
just
you
want
have
to
to say?
add something on top of that because it just came to my mind. Like Ollie said, he's going to respect somebody that's physically fit. And I think the reason that we respect people that are physically fit is because life is a mirror. If you respect yourself by becoming physically fit, people are going to respect you.
Yeah.
Right? It goes back to life being a mirror. I respect myself. I'm going to be physically fit. Everyone that I encounter is then going to respect me off first glance.
Yeah. And also like I admire somebody like because I kind of want to be like that. You know what I mean? Like I'll
Yeah.
admire somebody who's physically fit because I want to be physically fit myself too. And they always say like surround yourself with people who are a level above you or just like in better shape than you, for example, from the physical standpoint. But like I'm always gonna like if I'm gonna admire somebody, I'm gonna kind of want to be like them. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna want to be physically fit, and it's just gonna gravitate me towards them more than other people.
It's true.
What do you think, Mo?
Yeah. I have a bit of a story before I answer. So when I was in like grade 3, grade 4, there was this one kid, I don't want to say his name, but he was so ripped, right? Like 3rd grade, like he was physically in shape. He did karate and he had like a chiseled like six
Yeah,
pack,
you
right?
never want to mess with those kids in grade 3 that
no,
did karate.
No, you don't.
Kids in grade 3 would be like, I'm a black belt. And you'd be like, okay, chill.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to mess with those guys.
But yeah, he was super in shape. And literally the whole like not the whole school, but like the whole like grade was just like obsessed with like his physique. And it just proved to me, and I still think about it, like I'm like 15 years older than back then. But it just reinforces in my head that like your physique, like it commands respect. Like there's no way around it. Even for me, when I started working out, I go to the gym a lot. I go like 5-6 days a week. And I wouldn't sit here and say that I have like a crazy physique. Like I'm not chiseled. I'm not like the biggest guy either. But the amount of like compliments, the amount of people that have approached me in person is like, I can't even name how many times. Like it happens, like there was a time when I was at Laurier where like every single day, like somebody would come up to me and it just proves and it just shows that like your physique literally like commands respect. No one's even saying you got to be the biggest guy, the most ripped guy. But if it's clearly visible that you take care of your body, people are just gonna naturally gravitate towards you. And I would say it's subconscious for a lot of people. Like for me, it's conscious because like I'm in shape. I consciously gravitate towards that. I gravitate towards people who are also in shape. But for the average person in a social setting, networking event, in school, on the bus, on the street, those are the people that will subconsciously be gravitating towards you. I would say overall that for sure your physique definitely commands respect. And like I said, no one's saying you got to be like the most like jacked or in shape guy. And then with relationships too, like I would agree that obviously like you don't want to be super out of shape. But like Ollie said, like I wouldn't say it's everything. I don't think it's everything, but I definitely think that it definitely does play a role. Like for example, a woman wouldn't want to be with a guy who's like overweight, right? But she's not necessarily looking for the biggest guy in the room. You know, obviously it plays a role because I think we're going to talk about this later, but I think what matters more when a woman looks at your physique is not necessarily what you look like, but the habits that got you to what you look like. I would say that's what she's looking at. But overall, like hands down, your physique, it definitely commands respect. And when you have a physique, everyone in the room just knows subconsciously that, you know, you work hard, you know, you stick to a diet, you don't make excuses to do what needs to be done. It just that's what your physique shows. Like all I said, it's like a watch, right? But with the gym too, though, what makes people so drawn towards you is that they know that like your physique can't be bought. Like you literally had to work for that, like day in, day out. You worked for that, right? You know, materialistic things. Anyone can get a nice car or an expensive pair of shoes, right? But you actually have to work to get that physique or to be in shape. That's what makes it so respectable. That's what commands so much respect in a room because people want to know, you know, how you did it. Like, what was that? What was your mental game plan there? Like, how did you stay consistent? What's your workout plan? All that. That's why they want to know because they know that it's not easy. If it was easy, everyone would have a six pack. Everyone would have, you know, a great physique. But that's what makes it so respectable is that it's not easy to achieve.
Yeah. Totally agree,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Like having a solid physique is something that money can never buy.
Yeah, you can't buy that.
You can have the watch, the supercar, the mansion. That's all something that you can buy, but you can never buy a solid physique.
No.
That's something that you have to earn,
Yeah.
right? Cool. You guys want to touch up on anything regarding this question before we move on to the next, or you think we covered the pillars?
I think I'm pretty good.
think we're
I
good.
just want to check because I can't see the time from here. What's our time count at? Just to
51.
okay, 51. Yeah, that's cool.
Calm.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and move to the fourth question.
Bet.
Ollie's got the fourth question for us. And then after this question, we only have one more to wrap it up.
All right.
So we'll go
Okay,
ahead with
okay.
this one.
So yeah, this question's kind of like touching on what Morgan already said, but do you think being fit or in quotes looking good is essential for getting into a relationship as a young man? What do you guys think about that?
Cool. I can answer this question first.
Go for it.
Go for it.
So I think, you know, just relating this back to the last question we had regarding respect, I think being fit and looking good at the end of the day, it does matter as far as getting into a relationship goes. It may matter more on a surface level, right? Like once you get to know someone, obviously the personality outweighs the way that they look. But at first glance, you know, the way you look, the way you carry yourself 100% matters when it comes to getting into a relationship as a young man. And just looking back at a primal aspect of it, if you look in nature, right? When it's mating season for birds, the male birds, they're puffing their chest out, they're showing their colors off, right? And that's exactly how it is as humans as well, right? A lady's gonna be more gravitated towards a man that's physically fit, physically capable, and that looks good, which is for some people a harsh reality, but people need to hear these reality checks. And yeah, I just think overall, being fit, looking good, it's definitely crucial as far as attracting other people. So
sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that. I'll keep it nice and short and simple.
Yeah. Well, you want to go next?
Honestly, yeah, sure. I agree with Nate. I mean, I wouldn't like. I think it's essential, but like not like essential. Like it's not like a like I don't know how to explain it, but like it's essential, but it's not like a crazy essential.
It's not like everything.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
like everything, but it definitely is essential. I don't want to speak too much on this too, like Nate. I mean, I covered it already in the previous question, but like I said, it is essential, but it's not everything. Obviously, personality and everything else, you have to be well rounded. You can't just have that. You know, you look good. That's it. But overall, I would say sure, it plays a role. Like obviously, looking good ties into attraction. You don't want to deal or date somebody who you're not attracted to at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
And for men, I would say that attraction tends to come from, you know, muscles or how you look, like your body, right? So overall, yeah, I would say it's essential for relationships, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's everything. But I would say, it plays a pretty big role.
I just
Yeah.
want to say, because this just came to mind as well. Like, I know I see this happen in relationships quite often, but the man will be thriving, the man will be doing well, he's in great shape. The lady's in great shape too, she's doing well. They get into a relationship, and maybe both partners kind of fall off track, right? Maybe both of them gain weight and they lose grip of their health and fitness, right? And I think this is a very common thing because people tend to get comfortable in relationships, and I think it happens all the time because I've seen it happen firsthand, right? And I just want to say, like, if this is something that's happening to you or happening to you and your partner at this current time, think about it like this. Obviously, you guys are in a relationship, you both love each other, right? And it's more about personality once you get to a deeper level in the relationship, of course. However, I think this is probably a general objective opinion that people have. If you're a lady and your boyfriend starts gaining weight in a relationship, obviously you still love him, but I'm sure that lady would love for that guy that gained the weight to be healthier, to look better, to be more confident for himself and for her, right? So it's not like, they're gonna break up because, you gained weight. But at the end of the day, your partner's only gonna love you more if you get into that shape because it shows that you respect yourself, right? And it shows that you respect your partner as well. You wanna look good for that person, right? So that's just something I wanted to add on top of this. But yeah, we'll go ahead and listen to Ollie.
Wait, real quick. I just want to say too that I don't know if this is true for a lot of men, but a lot of men will like get in shape to get girls, right?
Yeah.
So then once you get the girl, it's like, okay, bet. Like I have a girl.
Yeah. And I want to ask this question. This is quick before Ollie touches up on this. Rapid fire question. This is basically the same question that we have written down, but it's more of just like a quick answer. Okay, I'm gonna ask you right now, quick. Do you think being fit do you think being jacked is gonna get you girls? Yes or no?
No.
Yes or no?
I would say yeah.
Okay, me personally, I would say
like just being jacked,
just
right?
being jacked, you won't get girls. If you're like,
I don't think
if
so,
you're
yeah.
if you're neurodivergent, like if you don't know how to speak to people, if you don't have charisma, if you've never dealt with girls before and you're just jacked, you're not gonna know what to do, right?
Bro, you have no social experience. You know what I mean? How can you win a girl over without even being able to talk to her?
Like maybe you'll get a swipe on Tinder, but in real life, when it comes to having a conversation, if you don't have those social skills,
you're screwed. Like, yeah.
You're not gonna
I don't
Okay,
know.
yeah, at that point,
right?
yeah.
You're cooked. Yeah.
but let's go ahead. Ollie, you can go ahead and answer the question.
Okay. So, do I think being fit or looking good is essential for getting into a relationship as a young man? I'm going to be honest. I would say yes. Just because I think it's not even about the physical aspect. I think it's about the mindset you build while becoming fit. It gives you like this determination, the work hard aspect. I think a partner would be attracted to the fact that you're working hard to achieve something and the fact that you not even just look good, but the fact that you want to achieve something, you have the drive to do it. I think it's not all about the looks, it's about more like the mindset you build from it. Like, yeah, honestly, that's all I really have to say. I'm gonna keep it short and quick. Like, I think it's essential
Cool.
for a young
Facts,
man.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we answered this question after answering all the other questions, and we kind of touched up on this
Yeah,
topic
yeah.
throughout the other questions as well. So I think we kind of touched all bases as far as this question goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was our fourth question. We have one final question.
Bet.
Since we're nearing the end of our time limit for this episode, I'm gonna go ahead and make this more of a quick answer question because this is something that we don't have to dive too deep into.
All right, let's
it's
go.
kind of just a quick opinion, but this is very controversial, especially the day and age that we're living in today. Should you learn how to fight as a young man, or is it an unnecessary skill to learn in today's world? What do you guys think? I'll answer this question last because I got a pretty good opinion on this. I'm not gonna lie.
Mo, you got the torch.
I mean, come on, guys. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, obviously, you should learn to fight. I'm not going to sit here and say I know how to fight, right? But it's definitely something I should be doing, like, ASAP, right? Not to say that somebody's going to come up on the street and attack me and try and, like, rob me or anything like that, but just knowing,
never know.
You never know. Exactly.
You always
but-
got to be ready, bro.
Exactly.
Just in case.
But just knowing just being able to walk around knowing you can protect yourself, you can protect your family, your girlfriend. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't think about it too much, but now this question's got me thinking. Like, I honestly can't sit here and say that, I could actually defend myself. Sure, I'm not going to duck a fight. I'm not going to not try and protect myself.
Would you duck a fade?
Look, in
Yo,
the
yo,
elevation
hold on.
room,
Yo, quick question. Yo, if a guy DM you on Instagram said, "Yo, run a fade," would you do it?
of course, you never duck a
Hey,
fade.
listen, violence is not the answer, but we don't duck fades around
You
here.
don't duck it.
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah, like just being able to know that I can't actually protect myself, like as a young man, like that low-key kind of like it scares me, right? Like at least knowing how to throw a proper punch, a proper kick, how to defend a punch, a kick. I feel like you should at least know that, right? Like no one's saying you got to train to be like Tank Davis or to like fight any. It doesn't, and also too, fighting doesn't mean that you fight, just because you know how to fight. Like Nate said, like I think learning how to fight too also creates peace because just knowing that you could actually hurt somebody like really badly if they were to test you just gives you that inner peace of like, I'm not going to fight unless I actually need to fight. When you're just walking around thinking, oh, I can beat up this guy, or I'd kill this guy in a fight, it just tests your urge to want to fight. So any small misconvenience, any small anger thing will just aggravate you to want to fight somebody because you think that you can kill them. But when you actually know how to fight, you know how to defend yourself, you're 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, you're going to choose to not fight because you know that you would actually hurt that person.
And also, you have nothing to prove. You know what I
Exactly,
mean?
yeah. You have nothing
Yeah.
to prove when you know how to fight. When you don't know how to fight, you think that you can fight.
And
you're
you want to
gonna-
prove it to
You're
yourself.
going to have to prove it, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So overall, I mean, I think it's an easy answer. Like, you should at least learn how to defend yourself and basic fighting skills.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I 100% agree. I think you should definitely learn how to fight as a young man. Just like you can never be too careful. You know what I mean? Someone could approach you on the street and you don't know how to defend yourself. Like you could die. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's gonna happen, but I'm saying like you should be prepared for all like situations. Like, not even just like learning a skill like martial art, like taking it super seriously, but like at least just learning how to defend yourself and defend your loved ones as well. Like if like I would be like so upset with myself if somebody broke into my house and I didn't know how to defend my house or like defend my family. Like if somebody was trying to hurt somebody I love, I'd be like I'd just be so disappointed in myself if I didn't know how to react in that situation and just protect my family. So I'm just gonna keep my answer short and sweet. Yes, you should definitely learn how to fight as a young man.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go ahead and give my answer now. I just want to check what's our time limit at?
1 hour, 2 minutes.
Okay, 1 hour, 2 minutes, we're good. We won't go over too far. But do I think as a man you should learn how to fight? 100% yes. Learning how to fight is a tangible skill. And I think most people in today's world don't think it's important to learn how to fight. But these guys made some great points on why it is. And I agree with a lot of these points. And I also have more points on top of that as well. Before I get into my points, I just want to go over a little story. So, when I started my fitness journey, for me, it was just straight up bodybuilding, building a good physique. For the last couple years, I started training mixed martial arts. So I learned how to box. I started doing wrestling. And the confidence that I had from building my physique was already here. But the confidence jump that I had from building my physique to having a physique and also learning how to fight went above the roof. It started to skyrocket. So it's just another thing. You learn how to fight as a man, you'll start to gain some more supreme confidence because you'll walk around feeling secure, You won't feel vulnerable in any moment. And I think that's a very important thing and feeling to have as a man. But yeah. So when I started training mixed martial arts for the last couple years, I would go to the fight gym every single day, do boxing classes, train boxing, wrestling classes. And I remember my dad saying to me, he's like, Nate, like, why are you learning how to fight? Like, why are you going to the gym? Like, you don't need to know how to fight. And it just had me thinking in the back of my mind, like, yes, I do need to know how to fight because in the future when I have a family, I need to be able to protect my family 100% of the time, right? As the man of my family, in the future when I have kids and a wife, I need to be secure. I need to be safe. I need my family to be safe, right? And that's why fighting is such a tangible skill to learn as a man. Because yes, we live in a first world country. We live in Canada. Obviously, there's not people running around the streets trying to kill us at all times. But you never know what can happen, right? You never know what can happen. And that's why it's so important to learn the skill of fighting in case something happens, God forbid, right?
Seriously, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just such a good skill to learn. And like Morgan said, violence is not the answer. Just because you learn how to fight, you shouldn't go around picking fights with everyone. The guys that actually know how to fight are not going to want to fight because they know how badly it can end up, right?
Yeah.
Usually when you see people fighting on the streets, you see these like hood fights and stuff, like people are wildly swinging, like they don't know how to fight. And that's the reason that they're fighting.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to prove something. But if you have that security of knowing how to fight, then you won't need to use it, right? And that's just a more important thing too. And I heard this quote before. You rather be a warrior working in a garden than a gardener going to war. So what this means is you rather have these skills in a peaceful place just in case, rather than not having these skills in a chaotic place. And that's why I think it's important to learn how to fight as a young man. And just people in general, even ladies. If you're a lady, you should learn how to protect yourself. You should learn how to fight.
For sure.
Because you never know what can happen, God forbid, right? Like, it's so important for everyone to be physically capable and for everyone to be able to protect themselves and protect their families.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll leave it at that. I think I touched up on everything.
Yeah. Just one more thing too, like just by going to the fight gym and stuff like that, I learned boxing and wrestling. I did it for a little bit, and it teaches you a lot of discipline as well. Just like going in there and having like your ego like just shattered every single time you walk in. Like it's such like a humbling experience, and like it teaches you to grow as a person as well. Because like you would never think that like some guy who's like half your size can just take you down in like 2 seconds. Like it's a humbling experience, and I think it helps you grow as a man as well. And like you said, I think it's very important for women to learn how to fight as well. Like everyone should know how to defend themselves on the street. And if there was ever like a situation, like you should definitely learn how to fight.
I totally agree with you too. Like when you first get into the fight gym, it's such a humbling experience, because when I first got into the fight gym when I was 18 years old, I walked in there, I'm a big guy, 6'4", 220 pounds. I'm repping 225 pounds on bench. I'm lifting heavy weights in the gym. But when I walk in the fight gym, a guy that was half my size literally folded me. And
seriously, man.
It's, it was so humbling for me, because you realize that how valuable a skill of learning how to fight is, because if you learn how to fight, you can genuinely have your way, right? So you're going to feel secure. You're going to feel safe at all times. And yeah, it's hilarious. Like, I bet you this is a common experience for everyone else. When they first walk into a fight gym, you get humbled.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like no matter how big you are, you're a rookie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
and
you
it was
have no experience.
It was such a big humbling for me, because like going into the gym, like I had a really good physique, 6'4", 220 pounds. Like on paper, I should be able to take anyone in a fight. But when I went into the fight gym for the first time, I got folded.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm gonna be honest. Like most people probably think they can fight before they walk into the fight gym.
Yeah,
everyone does.
Every man. I heard this statistic, but every man, whether they have fight training or not, they think they can do better in a fight than what they actually can. It's like a scientific stat. Yeah. That's cool. So you guys want to touch up on anything?
I'm all good.
Rather than that question, or we could wrap it up
I think
here.
we're chilling. Yeah.
That was a great podcast.
Yeah, that was good.
That was perfect.
Cool. Yeah. I just want to say something before we wrap this up fully. If you listened all this way, I want to thank you guys for listening to episode 3 all the way through. I just want to say, this is episode 3 of our podcast. And I just want to say, it's a learning curve for all 3 of us. But we're happy to, come into this room and improve our speaking skills and improve our thinking skills each week. So thank you for bearing with us.
Yeah.
Maybe you watching, you think, oh, look at these 3 goofballs at a table. At the end of the day, we're trying to improve ourselves in these aspects. So thank you guys for listening. And from here on, we're only going to get better each episode.
Yeah,
for sure.
And we're just gonna keep learning and learning. And if you're here for the long ride, like you'll see us improve. If you're not, then so be
Yeah,
it.
we're gonna build this. This is something that we're gonna build. We're a brotherhood, and we're gonna
yeah,
keep pushing on.
and we're
this.
having a great time doing it too. So
Yeah, I love this. This is so much
sir.
fun.
much fun.
So yeah, Mo, if you want to go ahead, wrap us up.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, like Nate said, thanks for listening. Stay tuned, guys. I mean, we're not going anywhere anytime soon. I can guarantee you
We're
that.
in it for the long run.
We're in it for the long run.
Yep.
Compound interest of just doing anything, whether it's podcast, gym, fitness, whatever it is, just compound interest. Keep doing it. That's exactly what we're gonna do here. So overall, yeah. I mean, thanks for listening, and we'll see you guys in the next episode, episode 4.
yeah, sounds good.
Later, guys.
Peace.
Peace.